Hi, this is Dr. Stephanie, and I don't go live often, but I thought that this was important. Over the past couple of days, I've been asking you to vote for me, and I've been asking you to vote for me because I've written a book, and the book is called From Panic to Empowerment. And the book is up for a Reader's Choice Award. Now, the Reader's Choice Award is a book that people are actually reading and like it. And so here's the thing. If you haven't read From Panic to Empowerment, I think you still could agree that this is a book to vote for. And the reason why I'm sharing it with you, because I have to tell the truth. From Panic to Empowerment is a book that was written out of severe grief. Now, if you've read any of my posts, you know that the grief came from giving birth to a beautiful baby girl named Melody Elizabeth Reed on August the 12th, 2014. She was born at 4:10 a.m. and she died at 1:20 p.m. the same day, 9 hours later. But that was also my husband's birthday, so you can imagine that every year we get a double whammy. But here's the thing. I didn't only write the book to air out my grief. I actually wrote the book for my patients. If you are your Healing Place client, or you know me as Dr. Stephanie, you have probably already been in my care. And you know that the premise of you getting well is all about spirit, mind, and body connections. So I'm not just going to give you something for your sore throat or your earache or even an itch. We're going to get to the root cause of the problem. Now, the problem is, the root cause of the problem is not very easily discovered. Yes, I use technology and I use hair tissue analysis to get things going, but what I really do is I get to the root cause of your emotions. We really get deep into your grief, your sadness, your frustration, your hate, your anger. But how did I get there? I got there because through my lifetime, I've had a lot of health issues. I mean, goodness, when I was 26, I was diagnosed with lupus, and they told me I was going to die. And I've had some other diagnoses that just made my hair curl, but I'm still here through the grace of God. But you probably have had those same diagnoses that just you really couldn't handle. And you've maybe even experienced other people in your family that had health problems. But what you don't know is those health problems directly come from your emotions. So when Melody passed away, I almost lost my mind. I'm just being honest with you, not in a kind of tongue-in-cheek way. I was hyperventilating. I went to counseling and grief therapy and all kinds of stuff. My husband did whatever he needed to do to put a smile back on my face. But it wasn't until God spoke to me and shared with me that my daughter passing away had a bigger purpose, a bigger picture. The bigger picture was, it showed me that my health problems were based on my grief. But it also showed me that that was the missing piece with my clients. And when I realized that, I went full steam ahead of helping to move my clients from panic to empowerment. Now, what do I mean by that? When people come and see a naturopath, they come to me and they go, "Oh my God, I've had so many health problems. You need to come help me. I need to..." And I'm like, okay, calm down. So they're in a state of panic and I'm in a state of anxiety trying to calm them down. But the reality is everybody comes to see me in a state of panic. Until Melody passed away, I really didn't have a clear way of helping them. And it's sad that I had to go through such a huge tragedy to learn a magnanimous lesson. So here's the lesson. You are a spirit, a mind, and a body. Your spirit lives in your body. Your body does not control anything. It is governed by your emotions and your belief systems. When I figured that out after Melody passed away, it was like a light bulb came on. Now, I'm still working through the grief of my daughter, but while I'm working through that grief, I can help you because I've written the book about it. And the book is called From Panic to Empowerment. And this is why I'm asking for your vote. Because more people know that this book exists, they also know that hope exists. Because if you continue to go to your doctor or any practitioner thinking they have a magic bullet to help you get rid of a dis-ease, you are sadly mistaken. because the real root cause of the problem is not found in Dilaudid. It's not going to be found in metformin or Seroquel or Prozac or anything that you're looking for. The root cause is found in your heart. Now, it's kind of hard to get you to access that right away, and that's why I wrote the book, From Panic to Empowerment. And I've also written my second book already, From Panic to Empowerment, How to Embrace an Angel When You Expected a Baby. So the first book, From Panic to Empowerment, is not about so much my daughter. It's about the breakthrough that is possible if you connect with your spirit. And let the boss speak. The boss is your spirit. So what do I have that helps me get past the grief of my daughter? Well, I have her footprints. And occasionally I go into her room and I look at her footprints, and it makes me happy. But it also makes me sad, because I would like to have been able to hold her little feet a little longer than 9 hours. I would have liked to dress her in frilly clothes and get her prepared for Christmas like any other mom would do. And as I'm sharing this with you, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with emotion. But it's because I'm so sure that God gave me this book, not just for my healing, but for your healing too. And that's why I've created this movement, moving everybody from panic to empowerment, because we live in a society where our emotions don't count. We hear suck it up, get over it, put your big girl panties on, chin up, work through it, and we're all sick. We are all sick because we have all of these emotions that are just tearing us apart. Did you know that anger lies in your kidneys and grief and hate is in your heart? That's where it goes. So if you can't release any of these emotions, no wonder you're sick. No wonder why I was sick. I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm asking for your vote, not for my notoriety, but the more attention this kind of work gets, the more people can really get help with the problems that they're dealing with. Because what you're doing now is not working. What I was doing didn't work. When I had lupus, prednisone wasn't it. All it did was make me bloated and fat. When I was having thyroid problems, all the medicine did was cause a liver problem. When I was having heart problems, all it did was make me itch. And you know, when you itch, that's a stress response, and it makes your blood pressure go up. And so if you're hearing me, you really are hearing me, because you will understand that the only way to get healthy is to move from a state of panic to a state of empowerment. And you do that by accepting that you are a spirit, a mind, and a body. So that's what From Panic to Empowerment brings to your life. The other thing that I have of my daughter that I wanted to share, because I look at it often, is I have a little pamper that she probably would have wore, but she never got a chance to. Here's a hat that I knitted for her while I was in the hospital, but guess what? It was too big for her head. Here is actually her little blood pressure cuff. I actually kept these. These are the only things that I have to give me a sense of remembrance that my daughter actually was here. She was here. And I thank God that she was here even for those 9 hours. And this little blood pressure cuff went on her little arm. I also have the little shoes that I put on her after she passed away so we could have pictures. I did have a few pictures of her when she was in a NICU, and she was all pink and rosy, and I was able to watch her chest rise and fall. But after the fact, this is all I have. I have her little teeny shoes. And here is a hat that actually fit compared to the hat that I expected to fit. So that's a huge difference. And so my hand is shaking because I have to do this. Maybe this is my healing to get me my breakthrough, because I'm always promising that I can help people get through theirs, but it requires a level of transparency. If I can do this for myself, then I can help you do it too. This is the actual dress that my baby wore, and I refused to wash it. She only wore it for about 15 minutes, and I refused to wash it because it has her essence on it. This is a blanket that she was actually wrapped in. And of course, all new moms recognize this. This is the signature hospital blanket. You can't get around that. And last but not least, here's a blanket, a gift that somebody had given me. And I just don't have the heart to give it away because I gave away all of her other stuff. And I wanted to save one thing that was a gift to her. And I finally made her a book. And this is a book of all of the pictures that the nurses in the NICU took of her while she was alive. It even chronicles her memorial service and my ultrasounds and even her being born. And so this is how I move myself from panic to empowerment. I acknowledge the grief, and then I sit with it, and I embrace it, and then I ask God to remove it in His due time. But while He's working on me, I'm able to work through and learn the lessons to move you from panic to empowerment. So, please share this video and please vote for the Reader's Choice Award. This book can go so far. So many people need this kind of attention. I don't have to be the only one that's helping people in this way. But right now, I'm the one that's making some noise about it, and I hope you're listening. So, I'm done. Please like and share this video, and let's see if the Reader's Choice Award belongs to From Panic to Empowerment. Even if it doesn't, the nomination is phenomenal in itself, and it just acknowledges that Melody did exist. Her life did matter, and her small voice had a huge impact on the world.